football studies programme we have here. You saw the lads training today, some of you, and likewise, the target game, some of you will be playing against those players. And so, Joey Bellotti and Mick Brennan, who are our international partners in it, I've given an opportunity just to hand out some flyers and just basically, if anyone has any questions, they might want to pick people's brains, really. The programme is really for 16 to 18-year-olds, but we do have some 14-year-olds. We have multi-nationalities. We've had boys from probably most countries. USA, Canada, we've got Australian boys on, we've had Japanese boys on, we've got boys from Hong Kong, so it is a multinational squad. From a parent's point of view, it isn't just football, it's an educational programme. So it ticks a lot of boxes that you need. So I'm going to pass you over to Mick first. Mick will introduce himself, pass you over to Joey. It's literally going to be 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll speak to you about the quiz. Okay? Do you want the mic?
No, I'll be fine. I've learnt off you, Dave. Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm Mick Brennan. I'm the Director of EduKick England here, okay, and you'll hear from Joey in a moment from EduKick over in Canada. We work in partnership with Dave and Bolton Wanderers International Soccer Schools to deliver the football studies programme. Principally a year-round football studies programme. You'll have seen the lads earlier on today out there training in all their gear, and it's tough. It's a tough game. It's a tough course for anybody who's interested in progressing in football, okay, but not necessarily just playing in lots of different avenues. Basically what happens on the course is the boys that you saw there today will either be studying a BTEC in sports studies and sports performance, or the English language, the EFL English language course, and they'll come and do 15 hours education every week with our education team there. And then they'll do 15 to 20 hours a week training with Dave's team, as you saw, fitness, football, the technical side of things, and put through the paces. A very disciplined course, and it is a very well structured course. Now off the pitch, we've got the academic side of things, not only with the BTEC, the guys here from Bolton Wanderers do a lot of football related lectures on the science of football. We talk about how a football club runs, and we're in the perfect place to do that because a lot of the lessons are hosted inside the stadium in places like this, overlooking the pitch, using people from in the club to come in and do talks, examples of what they do, with having some of the students marry up with some of the staff there and follow what they do as well during the day. Okay. Away from here, because it's a submersion programme here in England, the students all stay with host families. So again, that's a really important part of the course, where they are in local host families, so they live the English life, they're supported by the host family, and not only do we see the students develop on the pitch, physically and mentally, but off the pitch as well, they mature in the 9 months or 6 months that they're here with us. There's a 9-month option, there's a 6-month option, there's also an option to just come for a month if you wanted to sample the course. Okay, that runs continuously throughout the year, and if you're coming on a shorter course, you can join in at any time. That's briefly it from me about the course, because I don't want to stand here and bore you for ages about it. But once Joey's had a few words, I've got some flyers that I'll hand round. If anybody has got any questions, or anybody wanted to sit down and talk with myself, or Dave, or Joey, any stage about the course, for now or for in the future, because I know we've got a lot of the younger ones here, please feel free over this weekend. Joey's going to be in and around, he's staying in the hotel. Obviously you see a lot of Dave, probably too much of Dave over the weekend, so you can call him about it, and I'll be here most of the day on Sunday as well. Alright, I'll hand you over to Joey from EduKick in Canada, and he can say a few words.
Thank you. First thing we want to make clear to the coaches that this is not a program that tries to poach your players. Really what we try and work with throughout North America and the world for when we're dealing with youth academies or youth clubs is to be an extension of the services you already provide for your players. So again, as a lot of youth clubs don't have options for their exiting youth players, and at Bolton Wanderers with EduKick England, our year-long course, we really provide an extension, an additional option that clubs around the world can provide their players once they exit your youth system. So do keep that in mind. How many people are enjoying what they've seen so far here? Okay, because that's just a small bit of what you get from Mr. Dave Bailey and staff here at the Bolton Wanderers. The year-long program is basically a 9-month extension of what you boys are experiencing this weekend. So keep that in mind. I will be actually in the bar later, hanging around. If anybody's interested, feel free to approach me and get more information. All right, I won't bore you with anything more. I'll just ask if there's any questions now. I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I'll let you guys get on to your schedule.
Okay. As I say, the winner of this will get an opportunity to sample that. It's Joey's right, it complements everything, but it can be a little bit of a holding pen for the main academy as well. Some of the boys have stepped up and gone to the main academy. None of them have been successful, unfortunately, but the benchmark is extremely high. Obviously, you can understand that. So there are massive opportunities. That's all we're going to say about that, 'cause it's not a sales pitch. Right, this evening, I'm going to give you options, because I already know some of you are extremely tired, and I know that you've not had much free time since landing. So, I'm going to give you the option, because tomorrow is going to be your hardest day by far. It will be your hardest day. So I'm going to give you the option that if you do not want to do the quiz, you do not have to stay. That doesn't mean you go and wander off or go to the cinema or go bowling. It means you go to bed. So if some of you are tired, I will not hold that against you. Please do believe me when I say that. If you choose to go to bed to get ready for tomorrow, it's 6 hours tomorrow. It's 3 sessions. I'll give you that option. Don't be buggering off in the swimming pool or in the gym. It's home to bed. So I'm going to give you that option before we start the quiz. But I do mean that when I say if you want to go and rest, you can do. So I'm going to say, if you want to get yourselves off, especially you younger ones, my advice would be go and get yourselves off to bed. Okay? So I'm going to give you just a couple of minutes to make your decisions. Please believe me, I'm genuine when I say go and get some rest. Off you go. I'm going to go to the room.
I'll take that option. I'll go and have some rest.
Yeah, that's it.
He said young one, mate.
Hey?
He said young one. No.
That's me.
Steve Bailey, the international manager of the Bolton Wanderers
If you're leaving, I'll
Football
see you
Club,
all in the morning,
here with the
8
Grand
o'clock
Skills
for breakfast.
players selected from
8
around the
o'clock.
world
Listen, go and get
participate
some
in
rest.
this weekend event.
A quiz is a
Players
quiz.
from Korea,
Well, it's a quiz.
North America, Europe, selected through Bolton Wanderers travels around the world to participate in this exciting event. Grand Skills boys will be playing against EduKick England Bolton Wanderers players on Sunday prior to the Liverpool Bolton Wanderers match, in which each of these boys is invited to as VIP guests of the Bolton Wanderers Football Club. EduKick England Bolton Wanderers year-long football boarding school. Inquire at edukick.com.
No, honestly,